Hey guys, Alan here from Generation Tech. You ever realize when you're playing Fallout 4 just how many chems you take without even thinking? Sure, I've been known to pop a buff out when I'm carrying too much loot to make it back to Diamond City, and you know, who hasn't taken a hit of jet to take down a charging death ball? Hell, I've even used Psycho to get some really great deals at the marketplace in Diamond City. But what if we didn't call the chems in Fallout 4 by their cute fictional names? What if we called them by their real-world counterparts? Jet slows down time and turns the average wasteland traveler into Neo from the Matrix, and it's a serious problem in the Commonwealth. Now, you've probably run into Patrick at the Drumlin Diner. His little habit gets him into debt with local bandits. Then there's Bobby the Luca, the reactor room repairman for Vault 81, whose jet usage almost kills him. And those aren't the only jet junkies you run into. Basically, it's really easy to get hooked on this drug. Now, in real life, there are no drugs that can slow down things around you, but there are several drugs that can make you feel like you're functioning faster, and they fall under a category aptly named speed. So jet in real life would be something like crack, and ultra jet would be crystal meth, which unlike jet will make you lose much more than one agility point when you get addicted to it. It'll make you lose all your teeth and possibly cause you to go insane. I should probably also mention that psychoactive drugs like LSD and mushrooms can cause time dilation and affect how users perceive time, which also led a group of scientists to propose the hypothetical use of a not yet invented super psychoactive drug that would make criminals feel like they're serving a 1,000-year sentence in a fraction of the time. Really messed up. Next up, Mentats. They do many different things and come in many different yummy flavors. Probably attract all those youngins still in school in the wasteland. The generic flavored Mentat helps you increase your intelligence and perception, which is great for a bit of bonus XP and lockpicking. Basically, it helps you focus better on the task at hand. The real-life equivalent for these chems would be something like Addictol or Ritalin. Then there are the orange flavored Mentats, which just increases your perception and has the added benefit of being citrus flavored. The grape-flavored Mentats increases your charisma and helps your bartering skills. Most drugs do tend to make the user think they are more charismatic, but oftentimes to onlookers that's just not true. But anti-anxiety drugs like Xanax or Valium in prescribed doses can make individuals feel more comfortable in social settings. Berry-flavored Mentats increase your intelligence and also highlights enemies. That kind of sounds like a hallucinogen. Or maybe it's just, means better night vision. So a real-life equivalent would be bilberries, a small berry that British RAF pilots consumed in jam form during the Battle of Britain to improve their night vision, or at least that's what they thought it did. Then there's the Day Tripper. It's a rare pre-war chem for people who are looking for, quote, a happy escape. It lowers your strength but raises both charisma and luck. Unfortunately, luck is not a quantifiable attribute in our world, so there really isn't a real-world equivalent for this chem. But the happy escape description and side effect of lowered strength reminds me of a bit of THC, smeared with a 4-leaf clover. Next on our list is Buff App. This is a pretty simple one. It makes you stronger and have more endurance. And it's great for melee fighters and even better for people who are loot hoarders and love carrying around a whole lot of junk. Now the real life equivalent is pretty straightforward, anabolic steroids.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Psycho, originally manufactured by the US government before the Great War, this combat chem is great in a fight. It boosts your damage output and damage resistance and just makes you feel, well, super violent. Now, its only side effects are bleeding gums and a false sense of invincibility and a serious anger problem. The real-world equivalent to this chem would probably be PCP. This dissociative drug acts like an anesthetic and disconnects individuals from the concept of pain and reality. Other notable side effects are paranoia, suicidal impulses, self-mutilation. You might also enter a psychotic state that lasts for several months. And there's also a good chance you'll overheat and become naked and go viral on YouTube. Fury is an even stronger version of Psycho, which actually decreases your perception. There's no reason why you'd want to take this drug in real life. It's basically just a stronger dose of PCP, which is terrifying. It's also probably mixed with cocaine or meth. Radix increases your resistance to radiation and right away purges your body from radiation. The former actually exists and is called X-Rad. It's being developed by the DoD and can shield cells from DNA damage when exposed to radiation. As for Radix, there are several remedies for radiation poisoning. Iodine can help prevent thyroid cancer, one of the most common diseases associated with radiation exposure. Calcium, magnesium, and potassium are also helpful minerals to take in order to decontaminate your body. Addictol. If only this were a real thing, a miracle cure for all physical addictions. Now, I'm aware that there are drugs out there that can help wean a person off specific types of addictions they have, but Addictol literally wipes out your cravings like magic. The closest thing we have in real life is a psychedelic plant that grows naturally in Africa called iboga. It produces a substance called ibogaine, and it supposedly has anti-addictive properties. By anti-addictive properties, they mean you'll trip your balls off for several hours, during which you're greeted with visions and become very introspective. It can also supposedly balance chemical levels out in your brain. But of course, unlike Addictol, there's a risk of you having a bad trip. A really, really bad trip. And if you don't know what I mean by that, just go to the hallucinogen building. It's terrifying. Now, if all these Fallout chems are actually called by their real-life equivalents, would that change how you play the game? Does it freak you out that your character is loaded up on PCP, meth, and crack cocaine? And do you think Mama Murphy is a crackhead? Let us know, and please don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome content. And if you're watching this, you are Generation Tech. You're gonna tell me what you think when you see them, and I'll explain to you how messed up you are. All right?